Today we will see the definition of dihedral group. As the clear by its name, it having initial word di. Di means two. Di. It means the element of the set Z will be the product of two elements X and Y, where elements X have any power I and element Y have any power J. I varies from 0 to 1. It means it will not contain x square. The x square term will not be contained in this group. So the value of x square will be equal to identity. It means the order of this element x, this is 2. Again for this y, the order of this element y will be n, where n may be any number. So it is clear from this definition. The order of variable x element x is 2, while the order of element y is n. So the y to the power n will be equal to identity. However, the x square will be also equal to identity. So such type of products will be contained by this set Z. This set Z will be said to be dihedral group if it follows these three conditions. First condition is x square is equal to identity. Second condition is y to the power n is also identity. It means the order of element x is 2 while the order of element y is n. There is one more property. It must be satisfied x into y. This will be equal to y inverse of x. If this set G satisfy these three properties and such type of composition of elements, then this is known as a dihedral group. The dihedral group can also be written in another way. Let us suppose we have the value of I equal to 0. The value of I is 0, it means we will use x to the power 0. And we know that the x to the power 0, this will be equal to 1. And on multiplying this 1 by the any power of y, we will get the result only in the terms of y. So we will get only from here y square, y square, y to the power n, and so on. If we are taking here the index j will be started from j equal to 1, not from 0. Please make it correct. The index j will be started from 1. So when you are using I equal to 0, then you and j equal to 1. So you get first result. When j equal to 2, for I equal to 0, you get y square. And similarly, if you are taking I equal to 0 while j equal to n minus 1, then you will get the element y to the power n minus 1. While the next element, when you are taking j equal to n, this will be equal to up to n. So this result will vary from up to n. But this n will not be available, y to the power n will not be available in this group Z. So you can also take here n minus 1, or you can take here n. You will go up to 1 to n, but the result will be appear in terms of n minus 1, because the order of this element y is n, so it will give an identity. So on using j equal to n, you will not get a new result. So either you can vary this index from 1 to n minus 1, or you can vary this index from 1 to n. So it will be better to vary this index from j equal to 1 to n minus 1. If you are taking I equal to 1, so and j equal to 1, so the first element will be xy. If you are taking y equal to 1 and j equal to 2, then you get the element xy square, and so on. While you are taking j equal to n, then you will get the result only in terms of x, because the y to the power n, this will be equal to identity, and when you are multiplying this x by an identity, then you will get this result x. It is also noted that the order of this group Z is also 2n. It means every element of this group Z will gives an identity. You can verify it from any element. Suppose I am taking this from here. So you are writing it to x y square, and the power of xy square is equal to 2n. the power is 2n. So it can be distributed on x as well as on y. So you can write here x to the power 2n, which will be equal to x square to the power n. And for this second variable, you will write y to the power 2 to the power n, that is y to the power 4n. So you can write it y to the power n to the power 4. This is the mathematical associativity and commutativity between integers. So you can write it as power 4. We know that the value of x square, this is an identity. So identity to the power n, this will give an identity. And y to the power n, it is an identity. So identity to the power 4, this will be again an identity. So after you compose this identity with another, you will get an identity. So for a dihedral group, the order of this group will be 2n. It means every element of this group Z will gives an identity if you are taking power 2n. Let us see how to find the product of two elements of a dihedral group. This is the given result. This is as per the definition of a dihedral group. If we multiply both sides by x inverse from right hand side, then here we will get x into x inverse, and the x into x inverse is equal to identity. And if we multiply y inverse by this by identity, then we will get the y inverse. So this is the one most popular result, x y x inverse, x y x inverse, this will be equal to y inverse. Student will remember this result directly because it is very applicable while we use dihedral group. Similarly, if you want to find the product of xy into xy square, these are the two elements of the dihedral group as we have discussed in our previous slide. So here we can apply the associativity between these two elements. So these are the result. So how we can write xy into x into y square, and xy into x, we can calculate xy into x separately. This is not equal to y inverse. This is slight mistake here. So please keep it in hold. I will just explain it after explaining this part. Let us suppose we want to find the product, the value of this composition yx into y square. First we know that xy equal to y inverse x. So we will multiply. Here we are multiplying both sides with respect to 2y. So the value of yxy, this is equal to x. As we know that the value of yxy, this is equal to x, it means it is equivalent to middle element. It is one more popular result. So please remember it. It means yxy, this is x, yxy, this is equivalent to x. So this is one more result. Similarly, now we are discussing, we go here, as yxy is equivalent to x, so xyx, this will be equivalent to y. So this will be y into y square, that will be, we get y cube. This will be the new result. This is the way to find the product of two elements. Similarly, here we want to find the value of this term. So yxy square, it can be written as yxy into y. Here we are breaking y square into two parts, y into y, and then we will apply the associative rule here. As we know that the yxy, this result is equivalent to x. This part, the first part is equivalent to x, so x into y, this will be equal to xy. So this is the rule to find the product of two elements of a dihedral group. Today we will discuss only the definition of dihedral groups, because the most explanation of dihedral group will be used in normal subgroup. So in our in our next lecture we will start subgroup, and After few lectures, we will start normal subgroup, and in the case of normal subgroup, we will apply dihedral group. We will take some problems on dihedral group in that topic. It means we will study this topic in detail while we will be studying normal subgroup. So today just recall this definition again. What is the dihedral group and what are the basic properties of dihedral group. So in next class we will start first from subgroup. Thank you.